everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We got matches 5 through 8 on this Earl Anthony challenge. And first up, he'll be facing Glenn Allison. In match number 5, match number 6 will be Bill Allen. Match number 7 will be Bill Button. And match number 8 will be Barry Asher. So first up is Glenn Allison. And first up on the lane will be Earl starting his first frame. Let's see if he can get off to a good start here in match number 6. In a 9-1, he'll get a strike to start this match. Better than what he did in the first 4 matches. I'm still having problems with this darn mouse. Not wanting to move. Alrighty. And now, frame number 2, 1 for Glenn. Let's see if he can match Earl's strike. And a 4-5. That'll be a strike in frame number 1 for him. And frame number 2 for Glenn. Can he keep it up here? And a 6-5. That'll be another strike. So far, both bowlers look to be doing well here. Let's see if Earl can keep it up here. And a 17-3. And nope. Earl only gets 8 pins here in the second frame. Can't get back-to-back strikes. And let's see if he can pick up the spare. And he does. And we move on to frame number 3. Can Earl get back on the strike kick here? Not with the 19-6 he won't. And that's going to be off the Y chart. Let's see what happens here. And a 44. It's going to be 5 pins. Only 5 pins for Mr. Anthony. Let's see if he can pick up this spare here. 5 pins. So he's a AAA spare guy. Hopefully he can pick it up with a 19-3. I don't think so. Yes, he does. He still picks up the spare. So Earl gets a spare here in the third. Let's see now what Mr. Allison can do here. In the second frame, as Earl now has a 265 going up against that 300 game. So now Glenn's working on his turkey here. Let's see if he can pick it up. And a 2-1, he sure does. He's on fire here to start this match. 3 strikes in a row, he gets his turkey. We got to do something here because this is getting on my nerves. Getting on my nerves with this. You know what? We'll go back and we'll do this. Do that later. Get the paper copy later. So he starts this third frame off with a strike. Now on to the fourth frame. And an 8-6 ain't going to get her done. That's an 8, and that's a split. Let's see if he can pick up this 8 split here. Glenn, and a 16-6, probably not. And nope, that's going to be an open frame. He gets nothing. Doesn't get a single ball in that split, folks. So an open frame, and that changes things a lot. Now, Earl's got a 265 max compared to Allison's 264. Tight match now. Earl's right back in it. And let's see if he can take advantage of it. And a 15-2. That's only 9 pins for Earl. See if he can pick up the spare here. 8-4 he does. And on the frame number 5. And 11-1 finally gets back on the strike kick. We go to frame number 5 here for Glenn. Working on that open frame. And a 14-1 will get the job done. That'll be a strike for him. And on the frame number 6, a 3-6. And that's only going to be 9 pins for Glenn. See if he can pick up the spare here. And a 2-1 he does. That changes the match. Now it's a 254 for Anthony and a 244 for Glenn. And Anthony working on that strike in the fifth. Can he go back to back? And a 5-5 he does. Now Earl's working on a turkey. Can he get it here in the seventh frame? 8-6. No, he can't. That's a split, an 8 split. Let's see if he can pick up this split here. 11-4. And nope, he leaves one pin standing. Now Earl's got an open frame. So that changes things. Now a 220 to a 244. Let's see if Glenn can make it work here. And a 14-2. That'll be a 9 pins. See if he can pick up the spare here. And a 12-6. And yes. Nope, he doesn't pick up the spare. Jeez, you Pete's, these guys can't even get one pin. This is awful, folks. This is awful. And now Glenn, let's see what he can do here in the eighth frame. And a 12-6, not another good one. That's only 7 pins. Neither guy seems like they want to win this match here. As we drop the dice for the first time. Excuse me. And Glenn gets back here and gets the spare. And we move to the eighth frame for Earl. We got a 220 against a 212. And a 15-5. That's not going to be a strike. That's only going to be 9 pins for Earl. See if he can pick up the spare here. And gets his spare. We move to the 9th frame from Earl. Can he get a strike here to set up this 10th frame? Yes, he does. He gets the old strike on a 16-1. We move to the 9th frame now. We got a 210 against a 212. So if Glenn Allison strikes out, he wins this match, folks. And there's one strike. Now we go to the 10th frame for him. He needs to strike out. A 13-4 is not going to get her done. That's 9 pins. Now to see if he can get the spare. He gets the spare. And what will he do on his last ball here, folks? 10-5. And that'll be a strike to end this match for him with a 192. So if Earl strikes out, he wins this match. Here's the most important ball here. He needs a strike here, and he's not going to get it. Only getting 7 pins. Earl Anthony is not going to win this match, folks. The best he can get's a 190. That just cost him the match. And he'll pick up the spare. But like I say, it really don't matter because this match is over. Earl Anthony has lost. He does finish with a strike here. But Earl Anthony has lost a 192 to a 190. Loses the first match here. He is now 3-2 in this contest. 5, 9, strike, 8-1. That was a big open frame that cost him the match. And then, of course, only getting 7 pins on that first ball. Needed a strike. Things would have been looking good if he'd have got the strike there in that 10th frame, but now that cost him the match. Definitely needed the strike on that first ball. Earl Anthony struggling in this challenge so far, folks. And it just keeps getting rougher and rougher. Better bowlers yet to come. Don't forget Allison had an open frame, 2 open frames, and still won this match. That's how bad Earl was. 2 open frames, and he couldn't take advantage of it. See how he does in this second match here. 78, 76, 84, 104, 123, 132, 152, 172, 192. Neither one of them could crack 200 mark. We move on to match number 2, folks. We got Earl taking on Mr. Bill Allen here in match number 2 of this card, match number 6 of the challenge. And Earl comes out after losing. See what he can do here. And that's going to be a strike to start this game off with. Has to put that loss behind him here. Here comes Bill Allen out now. See if Bill can match that strike in frame number 1. We keep losing the darn mouse. I don't understand this. Okay, there we go. Let's see what Bill can do here. And a 5-5. That'll be a strike. See if he can go back-to-back frames. And a 26. That's going to be on the U chart. See what happens here, folks. Could be bad. Could be something pretty good. You never know here. We'll need a black die. Get me a black die here. And a 26 on the U chart. Bowler out of sync. Read dice column on next ball. Oh my. Okay, so we're going to have to read for how many balls. So I think it's this one dice when it asks for that. Yep. So let's see here. How many dice rolls is always going to be in the bad category, the question category? 6 rows. 6 rows. 6 balls will be read out for the question. Allen is not looking good for this match, folks. So here we go. Frame number 2. So that'll be 3 frames. 3 frames will be rolling off the 6. So we don't really, I'll just put the 6 down here so I don't forget. So it's whatever the 20-sided dice is a 6. That's going to be a 6, 6. So he gets 8 pins fall. And see if he can pick up the spare here. And a 2. And he does get the spare. Okay. Now we go to Earl here in frame number 2 with a bowler out of sync. Can he take advantage here and roll off some strikes and put a name in the Bill Allen? And he's not going to do that. He's getting a 8 split. See if he can even get the spare here. And a 25. I doubt it on the 8 split. Nope, he doesn't get a single ball. So an open frame for Earl. He can't even take advantage of a bowler right now out of sync. He's more out of sync. See if he can bounce back here. A 19-4. That'll be 7 pins. So Earl is messing this all up here. And he does get the spare. We go to frame number 3. And again, Bill here is out of sync. The best he can get is a 1-6. And he gets an 11. That'll be 7 pins. See if he can pick up the spare here. A 17 on a 7. And no, he doesn't. He's going to have an open frame. He only gets 1 pin out of this. So we move on to frame number 4. This will be the last frame where he has to read off the 6. An 11-6. That's 7 pins. See if he can pick up the spare here. A 10-6. on a 7. And he does get the spare here. So we go to frame number 4 for Earl. We got a 256 max to a 245 and a 15-2. And that'll be 9 pins for Earl. See if he can pick up the spare here. And 11-3, he gets the spare. Now on the frame number 5, a 17-4. He only gets 8 pins on this one. See if he can pick up the spare again. And a 15-3. And yes, he does get the spare. But he has opened the door again. And Allen's right back in this match. And here's the 5th frame for Allen. And an 18-5. That's going to be 8 pins. And see if he can pick up his spare. 15-2 gets the job done. On the frame number 6 for Bill. And a 17-5 is only 8 pins. See if he can pick it up again here. And he does. No, bowler is trying to take advantage of this. And here comes Earl. Can he bounce back here? And a 5-6. That's only 8 pins. See if he can get the spare. And a 7-3 will get the spare. And we're knotted up. Both of them's 81 pins down through 5, a max of 221. Excuse me, a 5-6. That's only 8 pins again. See if he can get the spare. And he does. We move to frame number 7 here for Bill. And a 4-2. He gets a strike here, folks. And see if he can do back-to-backs. Nope. Well, yes, he does. 11-5 back-to-back strikes, putting the pressure on Earl here. Earl needs to strike here, folks, to keep up. Can he do it? Nope. And that's going to be off the wide chart. Earl might go back-to-back losses here, folks. 13 is 6 pins. Let's see if he can pick it up here. On a 6+, he's AAA. He should be able to get this. And a 20 and a 4. Let's look here. On a 6+. Can he pick it up? 20 and a 4. He does. He gets the spare, but that's not what he needs. He needs to be striking here, folks. Definitely needs a strike here in this 9th frame, I think, to even have a small chance. And he's not going to get it. And 18, that's off the wide chart again. Earl is not having a good match here. 26, that's a 6 split. I don't know if he'll be able to pick this up. This might be the death of him here, folks. This might be the end of this match if he doesn't pick up this spare. And he doesn't. And that's going to only be 2 pins he gets out of the 4. And this match, I think, is over, folks. Over. Bill's going to win this match easily. He's working on a turkey here. Let's see if he can get it. And nope, an 18-6 is off the wide chart too. And a 26, that's a 6-. And he's only an A spare rating. He's probably not going to get this. He's letting him right back in this match. Ain't this crazy? 6-4 on an A. With a 6-, a 6-4. He only gets 3 pins. So there's an open frame for him here in the 9th. And he's already won this match at 155 already. So it doesn't matter what Earl does. Here's the 10th frame for him. He does get a strike. Trying to close this out in fashion. Here. A 16-5 won't get her done. That's an 8. And can he pick up the spare here to close it out? And he does. So 175, and the most Earl can get's a 169. So this match is over, folks. And Earl with a 16-6. That's a 7 split. He is just not on his game today. Let's see if he can get the split here. 5-2. And he does. And let's see if he can finish out with a strike here. And a 13-4. And he gets only 9 pins there. So a 158 to a 175. Neither one of these bowlers are writing home about that, but Earl loses 2 in a row here, folks. 2 in a row as Ken Castro joins us. Yeah, playing some bowling here, Ken. Something different. Something different. It's not going well. Trying to get Earl through these legends. I was hoping he'd kick some butt, but he sure isn't. He is now 3-3 in these matches. He's lost both matches here. Matches 5 and 6, he's lost them both. Not bowling rather well at all. Seven, 18, 26, 45, 63, 81, 99, 100% true love, 131, 139, 158, terrible, 158. Twenty, 37, 45, 63, 81, 101, 127, 146, 155, 175. Win with a 175. Ain't that awful? All right, match number 3 of this set. And match number 7 total. Let's see if he can get off the snide here, folks. Not doing well at all. See if Earl can come out here on fire now. Put some steam into this. Here he goes in the first frame. And 19-3 is not going to get her done. That's a 7 pins. 7 pins fall here. Let's see here if he can pick up the spare. And a 19-5 on the 7 plus. And nope. He only gets 2 pins to fall in open frame. He is terrible right now, folks. Terrible. Here goes Bill. And an 8-1. That'll be a strike all day long. Frame number 2 for Bill. And a 16-4. And that's going to be 8 pins. See if he can pick up the spare. And yes, he does. We go to frame number 2, a 280 versus a 279. See if Earl can get on track here. 12-5. And that'll be a strike for Earl. See if he can go back to back here. A 4-1. Yes, he does. Earl's maybe going to heat up here. Here's frame 3 for Bill. And a 19-1. That's only 9 pins for him. And let's see if he can pick up the spare. A 10-5, and he'll get the job done. And on the frame 4, can he finally get a strike here? 6-6. Now it'll be an 8 split. Let's see if he can pick up this 8 split. A 10-4 on the 8 split. No, he only gets 1 pin. An open frame for Bill. Can Mr. Anthony roll here as Aaron Reed joins us? Yeah, a little bit of bowling. Change things up a little bit. So Anthony's going for the turkey. Can he get it here? And a 10-6 ain't getting it done. That'll be an 8 split. See if Earl can pick up this 8 split. And a 16-5, I doubt it. Let's see here. 16-5 probably ain't going to get the split. And nope, he only gets 1 pin. These guys, none of them want to win these damn matches, man. Earl now in the 5th frame. And he goes back and gets a strike here in the 5th. Bill now, it's a 246 against a 245. Bill with a 1 pin lead against Earl. And a 3-2, he gets a strike here in the 5th. The match Earl. See what he does here in the 6th. Not this time. It's going to be off the Y chart. See what he gets here off the Y chart on his first ball. 66, that's going to be a Z. Now we're going over to the Z chart. This ain't good, folks. A 23, that's a 4 plus. 4 plus, can he get this spare on a 4 plus? He is a double A spare guy. An 18 and a 5. Double A, is that what? Yep, double A, 18 and a 5. And no, he only gets 5 pins out of this mess. Only 5 pins. Another open frame. If Anthony doesn't take advantage of this, shame on him. We go back to the 6th frame. Anthony working on a strike. Can he double it up? And he does on a 9-2. Doubles it up. And let's see what he can do here in the 7th. Can he get his first turkey of this game? Nope. And 8-6 is only 8 pins. See if he can get the spare here. And he gets the spare. We move to frame number 7 for Bill. We got a 214 against a 223. Anthony with a 9-pin lead. And a 1-6. That's only 9 pins for Mr. Bill. See what he gets here. Does he get the spare? 16-5 will get the job done. On the frame number 8. And a 6-1. That'll be a strike. See what Earl can do. Can he answer this in the 8th? Now 13-3 should get the job done. Nope, that's only 9 for Earl. See if he can pick up the spare. And he does. We go into the 9th. Can he start this with a strike here for the 10th? Nope, a 15-6 is a 7 split. See if he can even get the spare here, folks. 6-5 and a 7 split. He does get the spare. Not what you wanted going into that 10th frame. His best will be again under 200. A 199 is his best. Here comes Bill. And a 5-3. That'll be a strike here in the 9th. See what he does here with the first ball here in the 10th. And a 15. And that'll be only 8 pins. So he's opened the door up here for Earl. And he does get the spare. See what he does here on his 3rd ball. A 4, he does get a strike. But he's opened the door. Earl can strike out and win this match. He needs a strike here. And an 8-5, that'll get the job done. See if he can go back to back. And he does. And one more ball to go. And see what he can do here, folks. And a 12-5. And that'll be a strike. He finishes it out with a turkey, his first turkey of the match, to win this 199 to 182. Earl comes back. Bill gifted that one to him, though, with 2 open frames. Earl's maybe he's getting hot here at the end. Of course, Earl had an open frame back there in the 4th. Seven, and then the turkey to finish it. So it was 9. That's right. He had an open frame in the first too. So Earl had 2 open frames. Forgot about the open frame in the first. 65, 93, 113, 132, 149, 169, and then a 199 to win it. Not what you want to be talking about. A 199 wins you the match. Not a lot of bragging. A win's a win now. 8, 9, 8, 1. Strike. 4, 5. 9. Strike. Strike. And an 8. Spare. Strike. 20. 39. 57. 66. 85. 94. 114. 142. 162. And a 182. And you barely got beat. So the last match here today is going to be Barry Asher against Earl. Earl now has got a win under his belt today. Let's see if he can make it 2 in a row here. So here we go. Earl's up first. And 6-3 starts this match out with a strike and sets down Barry Asher here. See if he can get the job done in the first frame. A 22. Nope, that'll be a 7. So Earl's going to get the early lead here. And a 9-6 on a 7. And he's not going to get a single pin on this 9-6. That's hard to believe. He gets the spare. Yeah, he'll get the spare on the 9-6. So we move to frame number 2. We got a 5-6. That's only 8 pins. See if he can pick up the spare here. And an 18-3. 1-8. And he gets the spare. Barely. That last pin barely went down, folks. He's living on the edge here. Can Anthony come up here? This is a legend set, Aaron. Yeah. This is Anthony's best year was in 1983. Like this is Barry Asher's 1966. Yeah, it's a legend set. Alrighty, now you got Earl trying to go for 2 in a row here. And a 12-4. And that'll be a strike. Can he get a turkey here, folks? And a 20 and a 1. It's 9. See if he can get the spare here. And a 4-5 will get the job done. We move to frame number 3 now. A 279 against a 278. See what Barry can do. Here in the 3rd frame. 11 and 2. That's a strike. First strike of the match for him. And in back-to-back, he gets a double here. Can Earl matching here in the 4th frame. And an 8-5. That'll get her done. And now on to the 5th frame, going for back-to-back, 11-5. And that'll get her done. Back-to-back strikes for Earl We go to the 5th frame. Barry working on a triple. Getting a turkey here. A 17-3 is not going to get her, though. That's only 8 pins. See if he can pick up the spare here. And a 3-2. That'll get her a spare done. See if he can bounce back here in the 6th. And a 6-5, and that'll be a strike. And Earl now is up, going to work on a turkey here. Can he get his first turkey of the match? And a 2-4, yep. Now he's going for a 4-bagger. See if he can get 4 in a row here. 13-2, nope. That'll be 9 pins. See if he can pick up the spare here. And he gets the spare. That gives the opportunity here, a 258 and a 256. Barry's up here in the 7th frame, and he gets a strike on that 7th frame. Can he go back to back? Well, no, he's looking for a turkey, ain't he? And 18-2 is not going to happen, and that'll be 7. Let's see if he can pick up this spare here. And a 15 on the stat. Yep, he gets the spare. So on to the 8th frame for Earl. With a 258 to a 233. Can Earl bounce back and get a strike here? A 14-3. Nope, that's only 14-3. That's 9 pins for him. Here we go. And a 10-6 should get it done here. 10-6. Let's see. Yeah, he gets the spare just barely. And now we go to the 9th frame. Can he get a strike here in the 9th? And a 2-5 will get her done. So we go to the 9th frame. A max of 233 for Asher. Needs to strike here. Keep the pressure going, but he's not. That's going to be 7 pins. And that might have just ended this match, folks. Can he pick up the spare? He gets the spare. Now we go into the 10th. Can he get a turkey here in the 10th? 13-4, that'll be a no. And that should do it here. Can he get the spare? And he gets the spare. What's he going to get on his last ball here? And a 10-2. And that'll be a strike for him. That'll end this match. He's got a 209 and a max 247 here for Anthony. A strike here probably does this match in here, folks. Probably does it in. And he does in a 26. That's a U result. Oh my gosh, is Anthony going to blow this in the 10th frame? See what he gets here. Could be something good though. 42. Bowler steps up under pressure. Used the explanation on all spare attempts for the rest of the game, which is good, but it ain't much. So here we go. A 20 and a 1. That'll be 9. You might have just opened up. Of course, now it's an explanation on all of them. An 11 and a 1. That'll get the spare done. And he needs 2 pins to tie, 3 to win. And he gets the strike. So he wins this match 227 to 209. Not bad. Best game he bowled the whole match. And he comes back and wins 2 in a row after losing 2 in a row. And so now he is 5-3 in this challenge. $29, $49, $69, $99, $128, $148, $167, $187, 207, and a 227. And you got an 18, got a 38, 66, 86, 106, 133, 153, 170, 189, and a 209. I want to thank Aaron Reed. Check out his great channel, and Ken Castro for joining us here today as we had matches 5, 6, 7, and 8 against Earl. And he went 2-2 today. Like I say, it makes his record now 5-3. Not awesome. And like I say, it just keeps getting harder as we go along here. Each bowler gets a little bit better in this challenge. And let's see who he's got coming up. He's got Don Carter, Ernie Shoglow, Dick Rigger, and Les Zykes will be the next 4 bowlers he'll be facing. 209 average, and the rest are 210 averages. So let's see what Earl will do in the next 5 matches. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for reminders. And on your way out of the arena here, hit that like button and leave a comment. Until next time, you all have a great day and take care.